Pranams and a very warm welcome for today's evening session of Being Heartful Every Day. We welcome you into the week 42 and day 290 of this very program. The quality that we are exploring this week to imbibe in our daily lives is that of resilience. We must all be, I'm sure, exploring the activities that have been shared with us to try out during this week. Being heartful every day is a venture that is live on YouTube at 6 a.m. and 8:50 p.m. Indian Standard Time every day. That helps us in being regular and deepen our practices. We start the session of this evening today with a gentle reminder to one and all to share the link for masterclasses with our friends and family for them to experience the magic of heartfulness and spread the message of our masters to one and all. We also urge you all to please share the link of this program, Being Heartful Every Day, with your friends and family for them to deepen the practices of heartfulness and get a dip into the literature as well. Moving ahead, we start with the reading of the article, What is Your Ultimate Goal in Life? We begin from the session where we had left yesterday. So we read that how Babuji has outlined the journey in one of his books towards infinity. And we move ahead to explore that fixing the goal is the first step in completing this journey. So, what happens when we fix our goal? When we fix our attention on this goal of oneness with the Source, with interest and longing, it creates a stir in the infinite, and the divine starts moving towards us. Think of a lover and her beloved. The beloved first hears the call of the lover. Once the relationship is established, the lover and the beloved move towards oneness until finally the mergence is permanent and lasting. This demonstrates the importance of bhakti yoga in the journey. But this mergence is just the preparation. Our swimming in the infinite ocean now starts, and this brings us to the realm of reality. Here we are free of all the miasmas of the world, but we still have to go farther to reach the final destination. What is the key to success? First, we must fix the goal. Next, in order to arrive at realization, we need to create an intense longing for the goal. It starts with an intention which creates the initial momentum and which in turn promotes our efforts. Our interest goes on increasing as we gain a deeper understanding of the goal and we begin to get a test and we begin to get a taste of its magnitude. Eventually, it develops into a deep longing. Our pursuit of the goal is an integrated approach involving the heart and the mind. Longing is created in the heart, while determination is generated in the mind. In other words, the heart creates the pull, while the mind creates the push. The strength of our will and our confidence help us navigate obstacles, and the will is strengthened by applying it through the practices. Confidence also grows with practice. In short, the secret of success has three elements: consistent practice, clear intention, and intense longing. Again, Karma Yoga, Jnana Yoga, and Bhakti Yoga. When we adopt these three things, the tendencies of the mind are diverted towards the goal with sincerity and intensity. All our mental faculties now work together as one powerful stream instead of being fragmented into multiple channels. This develops with consistent practice. In summary, those of you who are familiar with these 10 principles know that each one stands on its own as well as forming part of a whole, just like the pearls in a necklace. There is no hierarchy here, each one is equally important. Yet, I would like to say that this third principle is one of the most difficult to explain, for in it is contained the entire philosophy of heartfulness in its essence. It is only a result of consistent practice that we may truly experience and understand the purpose of fixing the goal. Many people ask about the difference between prayer, principle 2, and fixing the goal, prayer 3. In fact, they are intricately connected. We establish a connection with the source when we practice the prayer. When we pray just before meditation, we are offering a deep cry from the bottom of our hearts, and that has the power to summon the source towards us. Fixing the goal is a conscious process of keeping that connection alive and allowing it to be enlivened more and more. It is an all consuming longing, like falling in love multiplied a million times. When the goal is foremost in our mind, all other desires drop off, all other attachments lose their intensity, and all expectations vanish. Everything else in our lives is absorbed within this central longing. It is not that we do not value our otherworldly relationships and aspects of our lives. They are also there, and they are greatly enriched by the love and potential that develop in us as we journey onward. In fact, the worldly riches are embellished by making these 10 principles as part of our life. Let us take a pause here and prepare ourselves for the universal prayer. Let us take a deep breath within and breathe out. One more time, let us take a deep breath within and breathe out. Let us feel connected to the innermost core of our being. And from that space, let us all pray together that all brothers and sisters are being filled with love and devotion, and real faith is growing stronger in them. आइए हम सभी मिलकर ये प्रार्थना करें कि सभी भाई बहन प्रेम और भक्ति से भर रहे हैं और उनमें सच्ची श्रद्धा दृढ़ होती जा रही है। Very gently and very slowly, come back to the present state. When you feel comfortable, you may gently open your eyes. We're coming towards the end of the session today, and before we close, we would like to remind one and all to please note down any reflection that you might have through the day in your diary. Also, we retire to bed with our bedtime prayer. Thank you everyone for joining us today in this session of being heartful every day. See you all tomorrow at 6 a.m. हमारे साथ जुड़ने के लिए आप सभी का बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। कल सुबह 6 बजे फिर मुलाकात होगी। शुभ रात्रि। थैंक यू।